Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mayhem Reacts. It's your boy Chris coming with another music video reaction. Super excited about this one. This was a recommendation and another video. I'll talk about that in just a second. But guys, if you are new here, welcome aboard. If you come here because of Bandmade, because that's where I think a lot of you guys came from, I want to thank you for coming because of that. And this video is actually a suggestion from one of the comments. And Bandmade actually comes from Richard, and it could be a relative of mine, Richard Hall. Hey, how about that? So it came from Richard and suggested this band. Now, I am fairly certain I have heard some music from Nightwish, but I couldn't tell you the name of it or what it sounded like or anything like that. Fairly certain, though, I have heard of these guys and I have listened to something from them, but I'm not sure. Now, this one is a live performance, and I really dig live performances. I love to hear the studio versions too, though, because they're not often the same. And in the performance, sometimes the overall performance is overwhelming in the live, and you miss out on some of the little vibratos or the little pickups in the back or the harmonies and stuff that you don't really get in a live performance that you get in a studio version. So I like to listen to that too. So I do enjoy them, but I do like to see how the two kind of compare and contrast a little bit, if that makes sense. But guys, welcome aboard. So glad that you're here, and love interacting with you guys in the comments. A lot of suggestions in the comments, a lot of feedback in the comments. I do my very, very best to interact with as many of you as I possibly can in the comment section. So whichever platform you're on, comments. And hey, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, I'm just doing this for fun, consider liking, subscribing, following, sharing, whatever that's available on whatever platform you're on. So if you are new here, though, I will tell you from the perspective that I come from, I'm an internationally award-winning independent filmmaker. And I've also spent many, many years working with different artists in the music industry, not big time, kind of small time, booking gigs, doing their sound, helping them get into the studio, feedback in the studio with the producer and whatnot like that. So I've got a feel for this. I'm not an expert by any means, but I am a fan. I'm a fan of art. I'm a fan of music, and of course, a fan of film. And music videos, live performances, all this stuff has elements of everything that I like and everything that I enjoy. And as I'm fixing to watch, I believe, a metal band, I just got a glimpse of myself realizing I look like a preppy, but I have to have nice, decent shirts, and I'm fat, so I don't have a lot of fun shirts. So I look really out of place is what I'm saying, but that's okay. You guys haven't judged me yet, so let's see if that continues. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and roll on into this one. This is Nightwish. It's called Ghost Love Score, and this is a live performance from 2013, so this is 11 years ago, from WACKEN. I'm assuming I'm saying that right, so let's get into it. Good Lord. I know they're building up to the intro to the whatever here, but yeah, I love that there's a person in the crowd with their phone taking a picture with a flash on it. Because the flash isn't going to do anything in a setting like that. But that was still fun. And this was 2013. This was 11 years ago. So the early days of smartphones. And I can't help but see the guitars that came out. I think it was the guitars. Looks just like Jerry Cantrell from a distance from Alice in Chains. If you guys know who I'm talking about, freaking legend. Jerry. We'll continue. I'll back it up a touch. Yeah, right there. It kind of looks like Jerry Cantrell. Anyways, sorry. ADD. Okay. Wow. I love a good live show. I just wish they weren't so expensive to go to. You know, I've seen some pretty good shows. The Dr. Feelgood anniversary tour of Motley Crue with the old sets and everything was awesome. Metallica twice, Godsmack twice, Avenged Sevenfold, Tantric, Foo Fighters, no doubt. I don't even know. And probably one of my favorites, if not the tip-top favorite, Rob Zombie twice. Rob Zombie puts on a heck of a show. My wife says she might actually go with me the next one. I don't know if she's that big of a Rob Zombie fan, but I think she would like the show. Again, I appreciate the artistry that goes into all this. And I will say something else too while I'm here. This is 10 minutes long. I need to shut up and play it. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that. I will say real quick, she sounds like a clean Lizzie Hell from Hellstorm that doesn't have that yell raspiness in there. Very, very clean. A mixture of her and the blue lady from Fifth Element. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Yeah, that kind of operatic, and even the arms and everything. That's not meant to be an insult. That's just what popped in my head. We'll get back to it, but golly. Oh, and the Jerry Cantrell guy was the bass player, not the guitarist, even though it is a bass guitar, I guess. Technically, I wasn't wrong, but I meant the bassist. Let's roll.
Siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my Lord. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. Child will be born again, that siren carried him.
not a super technical solo, and it doesn't have to be. A lot of people forget that. Go back and listen to David Gilmour on Pink Floyd. Not everything has to be a super technical, super complicated solo to be special. I just appreciate this too. It's beautiful. It kind of engulfs you. If I'd quit talking. Okay. Almost sounds like Carol of the Bells right there a little bit, don't it? Sorry, gotta pause there for a second. I do try to pause these a little bit just because of I don't know who does and doesn't do copyright, even though there's commentary and everything on it. You know, and I get it. I mean, if I basically just play the whole song and don't stop it, I don't talk over it, I don't do anything, then why would you go watch it on their channel when you can just watch it on mine? I get it. Look, I understand. Look, couple things. One, wow. Everything sounds awesome. It reminds me now that I'm listening to more, because they are so symphonic in their sound. They sound like a mix of old school Home Alone, the Carol of the Bells, and the different songs that they intertwine in Home Alone, and Metallica's original S&M with the symphony, and it's a very pleasant blend, I will say. And bless her heart, I am not trying to be sexist or a pig in any way, but she had me shook when she was moving them hips earlier. She was getting into it, and I was very, very distracted. I was, okay. But wow, what a cool sound. I will say the S&M album is probably one of my favorites as far as going down the avenue of something different. It's the same, but it's different. It is mixing genres and blends of sounds and music and instruments that you don't normally hear together. And this is kind of duplicating that or replicating that, so to speak. And they're doing it in their own way. And I love hearing it. It reminds me of like rap rock kind of combos back in the day, or, you know, other little mashups like that. When worlds can collide, and they don't always work well, to be fair. But when worlds can collide and work well together, boy, it's awesome. So I'm liking these guys. I know we've got about a half hour left, it looks like, on it, but we got a little bit left, and I don't know if I'll hit pause again. So I just got to get it all out now. But yeah, and the performance that on stage is great. And I said this earlier while they were playing, so just to reiterate too, David Gilmour and so many other great guitarists are not exactly known for playing the most complex solos or breakouts or anything like that in a song, but they go so well with the song. And so the guitarist here did something that, to be fair, I could probably pull my guitar off the wall and play it after a time or two of listening to it. And I don't really play the guitar. I have them. I don't know what I'm doing with them. It wasn't super complex, but it complemented the song. And that's really what any solo or anything should do. It should complement the song. It should either stand out above the song or it should stay down with the song. But either way, it should be complementing the song, in my humble opinion. And I could be wrong. That's happened once or twice before. But it should never outshine the song itself, unless that's what your band is, or unless that's what you're known for, i.e. Eddie Van Halen with Van Halen, right? But it came in, it did its job, and it got out. I have no problem with that. It's very self-humbling for somebody to do that. You know, they want to play and be out there and everything and be out front and like, look at me. But to pull back and not do that and just, you know, respect the song and compliment the song, that's huge. That speaks volumes to me. Sometimes pulling back is harder than pushing forward. That's not meant to be a sexual innuendo. Just think about them hips again. Oh, she knows she nailed it. I love it. Can you just stop it? Ooh, I'm not trying to play it again. Not right now, but I will later. Okay. First of all, she knows she nailed that note. She nailed it. She's like, yeah. Wow, man. Wow. That was awesome. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. Their whole sound again was great. It was very, very much not overwhelming. It's like being a food critic, like I get notes of chestnut, cinnamon. I'm trying to do that for you guys. Somebody called me the Bob Ross of reactions for one of the videos. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Sleep Token. but it's not like, all right. So in Sleep Token, which was a great song, I'm going to listen to more from them. Their music surrounded you and just kind of pulled you in, and Vessel, from my understanding, he's singing to you, he's talking to you, he's having this conversation with you while the music is like wrapping a big bear hug around you, but it's like a pillowy bear hug, loving, soft, gentle, but embracing. This isn't the exact same as that, but it is kind of like hitting all taste buds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's firing on all cylinders here. You've got what sounds like your strings over here. You've got your guitar over here. Your drums are killing it over here. And then center stage, you have, and I'm just now watching these folks for the first time, so I don't know their names, so I'm sorry. The singer is right here, and she is taking you on a ride. She's taking your senses on a ride. She's telling you a story, settling you down and making you feel comfortable and cozy, lifting you up, bringing you to alert and alarm level, and then just lifting you off to heaven with that voice. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's what this song was, this 10-hour long song. There were so many different changes and beats and shifts and twists, and it rode like a roller coaster, like a really long roller coaster. It really did. And I enjoyed every moment of it, even the moments where everybody was pretty much quiet except for like the keys or whatever in the back that were doing the strings or whatever other instruments or the choiry voices and stuff that were in there. That creates that contrast. Like in filmmaking, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a lighthearted laugh before a scare, or they'll start pulling the music down and everything down, the atmospheric sounds down just before a scare, because it creates that contrast. This did a lot of that as well. They were complementary contrasts, to the sense of they knew what they were doing. They weren't just there to be there. Everything complemented each other so well. So I'm going to keep rambling on. This is going to be like a 40-minute long video, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to blame Richard again for that one. So Richard, no, thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. Thanks for introducing me to them. And that guitarist looks incredibly familiar. Not the one I said looked like Jerry Cantrell. That was the bass player, but the guitarist looks very familiar. I'm wondering if he's not in another band now, or has been in another band, because he looks incredibly familiar. So if I'm hitting on anything there, let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, didn't like the video, like my reaction, didn't like my reaction, thought I talked too much, think I'm still talking too much, let me know down in the comment section below. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good fun stuff, and we will see you on the next one.